Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm here to share with you all new Lesbian series season 26 that you all can go ahead, go watch and go support on the platform of Netflix. Some of them are new and some of them are returning series. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. So first and foremost, we're gonna start off with that night, basically esa noche. In the Spanish Netflix series, Paula is the middle sister, described as the most particular and grounded of the three. She's openly a lesbian and visits the romantic republic with her sister and her girlfriend. A year before the main event of the series takes place, the show explores how sisters fell in love with the island. Paula's relationship is presented as a normal part of her life, and much of her arc involves the fears of loyalty and also her complex dynamic that she has with her sisters when it comes to protection and always just wanting to be there for her sisters no matter what and prioritizing family no matter what. And she also has a partner, who they are, expected to, have a very strong relationship, but you can see that the two also go through their trials and tribulations, as her partner basically has a very, very, very big issue because, in this case, Paula, she doesn't know how to prioritize their relationship, and it is something that they want, especially that they are, in this case, projecting in expanding their family and also Paula being pregnant. But unfortunately, things before the couple didn't work out, but still very, very worth the watch. And then moving forward, we have Vladimir, and this one is a limited series. It is the 2026 Netflix limited series. It is based on the novel by Julia. The primary lesbian queer representation is found in the character Seed, who is the daughter of the main character, in this case, the protagonist. She is the 27-year-old daughter of the unnamed protagonist and her husband, John. She is an attorney living in New York City. Sid is portrayed as a lesbian woman, identified her, or, she is queer, her dating a woman who is described as, her basically having someone. This show, I don't have much details on it, but I know it is available to watch already. So hopefully soon I will be go check out and see what Sid's, storyline has to offer in the show. Hopefully it's a strong storyline because at the end of the day, she is the daughter of the main character. So I do feel like she will have a very strong plot in herself or for herself as well. So hopefully this one will be worth the watch. But if you guys have watched it already, please let me know your personal opinion on it because I do feel like it's very interesting, especially for the cast being so amazing and having very, very good, cast. So yes, let's stay tuned. And then moving forward, we have Heartbreaking High, Season 3. Queenie, a fan favorite protagonist who is both lesbian and autistic in the final season, Queen continues to navigate her senior year with trailers hinting at her search for deeper romantic connection as she expresses herself. Sasha is also a Chinese Australian lesbian character, while her relationship with Queen was a major focus in the previous season. Season 3 explores the aftermath of their dynamic as they move forwards to the end of high school. It is a must watch, so this one is very, very anticipated because unfortunately, it looks like this one might be the finale. And I do have very high hopes that finally both of them can come to a place of maturity. They both come to a place of realizing that, even if they are not meant to be together, that they can just be at a very good positive space with one another and not be like, that bad vibes where you just turn into an enemy of somebody that you have loved or you have shared a story previously with. So yes, this one is also available to watch on Netflix season 3, and it looks very good because the previous seasons actually got amazing, amazing ratings, and that is another reason why they came back with another season. So let's stay tuned to see what it has to offer. But if you have watched it already, I will highly, highly appreciate, like in this case, your feedback down below in the comments. And then moving forward, we have The Lincoln Lawyer, Season 4. The storyline primarily focus on Izzy and her new romantic partner, Grace. While Izzy's past relationship with her ex-girlfriend Ray was a source of conflict in previous seasons, Season 4 introduces a more supportive and healthy dynamic. Izzy and Grace meet early in the season, spending time at a arcade bar. The two share romantic sunrise kiss despite Izzy's trying to keep her professional life separate. Grace eventually becomes part of the inner circle, and obviously now they are at this dynamic where they have to learn how to keep professional and also how to keep their romance aside and not mix things up. We all know that this dynamic can be very difficult. It faces its trials and its tribulations, and it can become very complex as what we can see that happens between the two. But somewhere somehow they can find a way to make it work. I will be doing a review on their relationship very very soon. It had been on my watch list for a while. I just couldn't find the time to do it yet, but hopefully soon I can finally take some time and and get the review done, because they look super good, they look super healthy, and just a healthy relationship. And I love and adore those type of dynamics. So stay tuned for a review. And then moving forward, we have Cash Queens. It is a 2026 French Netflix release. It follows five cash rips friends who form a unlikely bank, heist group to escape their, desperate financial situations. While basically it's a heist, it's about a group of women that comes together to perform a bank heist. While the show is primarily a crime series, but the show is notable for its representation of queer themes and relationships within the cast. The series includes a significant coming out storyline. One of the characters, Cher, delivers a powerful speech explaining her past, secrecy regarding her feelings for another woman. So basically, one of the cast members look like, she might be queer and she will be having her own storyline. We don't know if it's gonna be a very strong storyline, but just by the fact that she's coming out with a speech speaking about a relationship that she had with another woman. So I do feel like we might be getting dynamics, or we might not, or we might just get the story. But I do have very, very high hopes for it. It's coming very, very soon. So stay tuned for it. I'm super excited. I love this type of series. It's very short, very straightforward to the point, and it's also funny, but also at the same time they have very strong plots that they want to share, and storylines that they want to share. So yes, let's stay tuned. I do feel like this one will be very promising. Hopefully it is worth the hype, and if not, then it is what it is. And then moving forward, we have one of my favorite ones that I'm so happy that is back, is Machos Alpha. In season 5, the Spanish comedy is scheduled to premiere globally on Netflix in April, following the dynamic events of season 4 finale in Punta Cana, where most relationships collapse. Season 5 will focus on the fallout of their characters, including the relationship between Luz and Paz. At the end of season 4, they actually got engaged and have decided to take things slowly and not put a lot of pressure on themselves just because they got engaged. They finally have decided to be together, to just jump to getting married. But they have decided in this case to stay committed to one another and make this relationship work. If you guys don't know, I have done a review regarding their relationship, and I definitely do love the dynamic between the two. Both of them are very empowering women. They're very successful. They have their own careers going on, but somewhere somehow they can make this relationship a very unexpected relationship, work as well. And the fact that they have decided to make a union and just take the next step, but still take it on their own terms, it's very nice. So I have very high expectation for season 5. We will have to see if they will stay together, if they will open their relationship, if they will do what they want to do. I don't know, but I do feel like we might have a positive outcome when it comes to them. So stay tuned, because I'm also super excited for it. So yes, guys, that's basically it. This is some Netflix, lesbian content that y'all can go watch, and some of them that will be premiering very, very, very soon. Please let me know other amazing, or other series that also has good Netflix new content on it. I will highly appreciate it. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Until the next one, and goodbye.